And we welcome you to the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, Productions, and welcome back to my NBA2K26 presentation of the 2025-2026 season playthrough. After today, this will be the end of the first round. We have Game 7 between the 8th-seeded San Antonio Spurs and the number 1 seed Los Angeles Clippers. We'll be looking at starting lineups for the Spurs. We have Fox, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, and Wembanyama. And for the Clippers, we got Harden, Beal, Kawhi Leonard, who is hurt right now, and then we got Collins and then Zubats at center. The home team has won every game to this point. As I said, the Clippers took the first 2 games here at home. Then the Spurs won games 3 and 4 in San Antonio, followed by the Clippers winning game 5 in this building. And then in game 6, the Spurs took it to the Clippers. We're led by De'Aaron Fox's 32 points. As Fox coming around, and that's no good. Harden will grab the rebound. Gives it over to Bradley Beal, who's performed very well the last couple of games for the Clippers. He had 21 points in that game 6 win. Leonard, as I said, he is hurt right now. I guess it was a game time decision. He's playing right now. He'll shoot the 3. And it's quickly 3-0 already for the Los Angeles Clippers here. The Spurs in real life actually ended up defeating the Trailblazers 4-1. I know Wembanyama missed game 3, but he came back. Beal with the layup there after the steal, and he'll put the Clippers up 5-0 early on. If you're listening to the game commentary, it'd be Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg as well, Ali LaForce, but instead you have me. Castle for 3, no good. Zubats coming down with the rebound. He had 17 of those, as well as 8 points in that game 6 victory. Leonard missed that one. That is tipped, and Devin Vassell grabbing a rebound for the Spurs. He still has it. Fish it over to Castle. Castle with the slam dunk, and the Spurs are on the board. This is the third and final game 7 of my first round series, and after this game is over with, we will have completed 44 games of this NBA playoffs in the first round series. That, of course, the first round series is always the longest because it has more teams, more games. Harden for 3, that's in there, and the lead is up to 6 for the clip joint. Fox feeds it over to Castle here. We got 15 on the shot clock here. Feeds it back over to Fox, being guarded by Harden. Fox coming around inside the paint, and he'll get the shot in. De'Aaron Fox with his first 2 points of the game. He had 32 in the game 6 victory. He's averaging 31.5 points in this first round series. Harden for another 3. That's in there again, and the Clippers lead it by 7. Fox crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Sohan. Sohan back over to Fox. Fox for 3. That's off the back iron. Wembanyama getting the offensive rebound back to Vassell. Vassell will miss that one. Zubats coming down with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard with it. 3 minutes into the game, 11-4. The Clippers on top. Game 7 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals series. Winner go home. The winner will take on the Los Angeles Lakers in the next round. As you see, Harden with another. That's Leonard with the bucket there. That's 5 for him, and the lead is up to 9. Fox holding on to it. She's over to Castle here. 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Fox. De'Aaron Fox for 3. Good. That's 5 for him early on. So we had John Collins getting the start for Julian Phillips in this game 7. See Bradley Beal. 10 on the shot clock. Beal will dish it over to Zubats. Being guarded by Wembanyama. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound there over to Vassell. Vassell with it. Here to defense chance. Over back to Fox. Fox for 3. Back-to-back 3-pointers on back-to-back trips. That's 8 points for De'Aaron Fox, and the Spurs within 3. Kawhi Leonard will shoot the 3. That's good. That's 8 points for him. And lead up to 6 again for the clip joint. They shoot it over to Vassell. Vassell will get the slam dunk. Devin Vassell only averaging 12.2 points a game and 2.5 assists. Kawhi coming around again. Back over to Collins. Over to Harden. Harden for three. That is off the back iron. Castle getting the rebound. Over to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan feeds it over to Fox. He has 8 points already. Fox will take the jump shot from inside the paint. No good. John Collins with the rebound. Gives it over to Beal. Bradley Beal with the layup. That's in there. The lead up to 6 again. We're over 5 minutes into this first quarter. That's stolen by Zubats. James Harden crossing the half-court line. Over to Collins. Back over to Kawhi Leonard. Feeds it over to Collins. Collins with a slam dunk. That's his first 2 points of the game, and the Clippers lead it by 8 again. We look at the Clippers shooting 8 of 11. The Spurs 5 of 10. Timeout called by the Spurs. We're going to take our first timeout as well. 6:28 to play in the first. The Clippers all ahead by 8. Coming out of the timeout here, 6:28 left of the first. Keldon Johnson will check in for Keldon Johnson will check into the game, and for the Clippers, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic checking in for Collins. Leonard will move to power forward. So on, getting ready to inbound it. Trailing by 8 right now in this winner go home game 7. The winner will take on the Los Angeles Lakers. So we will have one of these 2 teams will start the series off in the LA area. Will it be the Clippers hosting the first 2 games here at Intuit Dome, or will the Lakers host games 1 and 2 against the Spurs? Over to Bogdanovic for 3. That's in there. First 3 points off the bench for him, and the lead up to 11 for the Clip joint as we're over halfway through the first quarter. 23-12. See Stephon Castle feeding over to Fox. Fox for 3. Off the front rim. Bogdanovic getting the rebound. Bogdanovic, I believe it's a 7-0 run right now. For Harden for 3. No good. Fox grabbing the rebound. Lines it over to Sohan. Sohan back to Castle. Castle for 3. Good. That will end that 7-0 run, and the Spurs are within 8 right now. Beal coming around with a layup. That's good. The lead up to 10. 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 25-15. Clippers on top. Give it over to De'Aaron Fox. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Zubats with the rebound. Bogdanovic will feed it over to Leonard. Over to Harden. Harden for 3. No good. Off the back iron. Sohan grabbing a rebound. Sohan feeding Johnson. Still has it. Passes over to Fox. Fox for 3. That lands in there. De'Aaron Fox, I believe, now has 11 in this game so far in this first quarter. And there's a 3-point shot. That's no good. And limping once again. That is what was that? That is limping once again. There is the 3 ball right there. Timeout, Clippers. That's Bradley Beal limping. We are going to take another timeout as well. 4:02 to play in the first. 25-21, Clippers on top. Let's look at the lineup set. Lindy Waters going to check into the game for the Spurs, and for the Clippers, let's see here. Chris Dunn will check in for the Clips. Because it looks like Chris Dunn was limping off the court. Harden with it right now. Feeds it over to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard coming around. He has 6 on the shot clock. Still holding on to it. 3 on the shot clock now. Leonard, can he get the shot up? That is no good. Lindy Waters will come down with the rebound. Fox coming around. Feeds it over to Sohan. Sohan with the bucket. The Spurs within 2. Spurs shooting 9 of 17. The Clippers 10 of 17. And that's going to go out of bounds. And that will stay Clipper ball here. You see Ty Lue on the bench right there. 17 on the shot clock as Bogdanovic getting ready to inbound it. Over to Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Dunn will feed it to Harden. Harden for 3. No good. And Wembayama. And that's going to go out of bounds. Still Clippers ball. James Harden, 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting. All 6 of those attempts have been from beyond the arc. 14 on the shot clock with Bogdanovich inbounding it to Harden. Down to 10. Kawhi shot, no good. Sohan with the rebound. Chance to tie or take the lead for the first time in this game for the Spurs. Wembanyama with the slam dunk, and we are tied at 25. That is a 10-0 run. A 10-0 run, but a 13-2 run actually in the last 2.5 minutes. So we're under 3 to play here. Tied at 25. Done for 3. No good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. No points for the Clippers in the last nearly 2.5 minutes. Lindy Waters gets rejected. I believe Bogdanovich had a piece of it. And now Wembanyama will reject Harden going the other way. Over to Waters. Waters for 3. That's going to fall in the Spurs lead for the first time in this game. 28-25. It's actually part of a 16-2 run, and we have a timeout called by the Clippers. 2:11 to play in the first. We're going to take another timeout. 28-25 Spurs here in this Game 7. Coming out here, we got Fox, Castle, Johnson, Barnes, and Cornette. And for the Clippers, Derek Jones Jr. and Brook Lopez check into the game. So Derek Jones Jr., who has not gotten many, I think this might be the first time I called him all series. See Harden with it. Still into the game right now. Beal is out right now, getting looked at. Bogdanovich, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Cornette grabbing the rebound. 12-8, the Spurs out rebound the Clippers. Harrison Barnes will get the bucket coming right off the bench, and it's a 5-point lead for the Spurs. Part of an 18-5 run. An extended 18-5 run, or if you want to look at it, it's a 15-0 run. Strained right hip out 2 to 4 weeks. We'll see how 2K does it. I got to figure out a way, like in the second round, to try to figure out the injuries if I can, like, get them to actually miss games. Because sometimes I'll put the hurt icon and they'll override the injury. But if they're out, they're actually going to be out. Castle will miss that one. Lopez will get the rebound. Back over to Chris Dunn. Dunn. That is no good there. Failed alley-oop attempt. Castle coming around with it. Castle. That is no good. Cornette will get the offensive rebound and a slam dunk. Oh, man. (32-25), Clippers on top. I know this is actually a 20-2 or 20-5 run, but if you think about it, this is actually a 17-0 run. Harden for 3, and that will end that run. They really needed it there. I said it was 20-5, make that 20-8, and that actually ended a 17-0 run with that three-pointer by Harden. Fox with it. Coming around. He'll make the bucket there. 34-28. Shot clock turned off. The home team has won every game so far this series. Harden will shoot the 3. No good. And that will do it for the first quarter here in this Game 7. 34-28 Spurs on top. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button, comment on this video, and if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Starting the second quarter here, so it is Lopez inbounding it to Dunn. Bradley Beal, as I said, 2K likes to override the injury, so it's Beal, and there's a bucket right there. Bradley Beal will get the bucket, and it's 34-30 right now. So it's 20-12, and the Spurs outscored them 22-8 to end that quarter. You see McLaughlin, Castle, Cornette, Johnson, and Barnes out there. So we got Dunn, Lopez, Beal. That's a shot by Chris Dunn. That's in there. 34-33. McLaughlin. Gives it over to Castle. Back over to Cornette. Over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin over to Johnson. Johnson back over to Castle. We got 6 on the shot clock. Castle for 3. Good! Stephon Castle to lead up to 4 again. Bradley Beal finds it over to Brooke Lopez. Lopez will get the offensive rebound off his miss. He's thought about it for a second. 8 on the shot clock. Dishes it over to Jones Jr. Beal with it again. Back over to Lopez. Lopez, no good. Cornette will have it. See, Jordan McLaughlin, who did not play at all in game number 6. Dishes over to Castle. 9 on the shot clock. Castle over to Cornette. Feeds it over to McLaughlin. 3 on the shot clock. There's his shot clock. That is no good. Lopez dishes it over to Bogdanovich. Over 2 minutes into the second quarter, I should say. 37-33 Clippers. Bogdanovich for 3. He's going to nail it as Keldon Johnson fouls him. First personal foul, first team foul. And now a chance for a 4-point play as McLaughlin going to go to the bench. Stephon Castle coming out of the game. Vassell coming into the game again. Vassell will... Bogdanovich will sink it, and we are tied at 37 on that 4-point play. Keldon Johnson, not wise to call for that foul, especially from beyond the arc, but he has it right now, 14 on the shot clock. Being guarded by Bogdanovich. Johnson for 3. No good. Bradley Beal coming down the rebound. Beal. Coming around over there. Bradley Beal with a bucket, and that's 10 points for him, and the Clippers retake the lead. They're up 39-37. Outscoring 11-3 right now. The Clippers 11-3 right now within the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Cornette coming around with the slam dunk, and we are tied at 39. Devin Vassell. 39 all. Got the LA Clippers back over to Lopez. Back to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich to Brooke Lopez. Lopez coming around. And he's fouled, and that's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Brooke Lopez. Cornette called for his first personal foul. First team foul called against the Spurs here in the... second team foul called against the Spurs. 2 shots for the Clippers. We will have all the second round matchups after this game here as De'Aaron Fox checking back into the game for Harrison Barnes, the 2 former teammates in Sacramento. And let's look at the lineup set here. We got Harden, Dunn, Beal, Lopez, and Collins. Lopez will sink them both. The Clippers on top by 2 again. Over to Vassell. Vassell with the layup, and we're tied at 41. Spurs 17-30. The Clippers at 15-33. Under 8.5 to play in the second. Game coming to you from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Game 7 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. The final game of the first round for my season playthrough. Lopez will miss that one. De'Aaron Fox coming with the rebound. He's coming across the court right now. Fishes it over to Johnson. Dishes it back to Vassell. We got 12 on the shot clock. Fox from inside deep 2. That's no good. Dunn grabbing the rebound. Over 4 minutes into the second quarter. Got Bradley Beal. Back over to Harden. Over to Collins. Pushing it back over to Beal. Beal, jump shot. That is no good. De'Aaron Fox grabbing a rebound. Stephon Castle holding on to it right now. We got 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Cornette. Cornette, jumper, good! And the Spurs retake the lead. Castle will get the assist there. I believe that is Zubac waiting at the scores table. And we have a timeout called by the Clippers here. 7:22 to play in the second. We're going to take a timeout as well. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the Clippers lineup set. We got Harden, Beal, Bogdanovich, Collins, and Lopez. Well, we have Vassell, Castle, Johnson, Fox, and Cornett still out on the court for the Spurs. Lopez looking to inbound it. Thought that was Zubats her second. Bogdanovich will shoot the three. No good. Harden will get the offensive rebound and a tip in. And we are tied at 43. Fox crossing the half-court line. So we're approaching 5 minutes into the second quarter. We're tied at 43 in this winner-go-home game. Fox coming around the slam dunk. The Spurs are on top by 2 again. Wembayama coming out at the scorer's table looking to check in for Cornett. Bradley Beal feeds it over to Brook Lopez. 10 on the shot clock here. 6.5 to play in the second. Harden for 3. No good. Johnson grabbing the rebound. Harden with 11 points. 4 of 11 shooting. 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. Fox. We got 10 on the shot clock. 10 coming around. Over to Johnson. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson. He'll put the shot up. That's off the back iron. Cornett will get the offensive rebound. He'll lose it as Brook Lopez comes down with it. Bogdanovich now has it. Halfway through the second quarter here. 45-43. Clippers on top. Over to Harden. Harden for 3. No good. Johnson will come down with the rebound here. Look at that. 20 already for the Spurs tonight on the rebound department. Fox will shoot the 3. No good. John Collins with the rebound. James Harden crossing the half-court line. Bradley Beal at 5.5 to play. Beal with the shot up. That is no good. And Brook Lopez called for his first personal foul. Since it was on the offensive side, no team fouls are called as we have a timeout by the Spurs. We're going to take one as well. 5:26 to play in the second. The Spurs leading by 2. Coming out of the timeout here, we're going to look at the lineup set for the Spurs. We got Fox, Vassell, Johnson, Barnes, and Wembayama. And for the clip joint, we got Harden, Bogdanovich, Leonard, and I believe that is Collins and Lopez still. So Zubats is still on the bench right now. De'Aaron Fox has it right now. We got 12 on the shot clock. Fox. Back over to Johnson. Over to Vassell. Vassell shooting the 3. No good. Kawhi Leonard holding on to that one right now. Got Harden. He's holding on to this one right now. Fish it over to Kawhi Leonard, who's still injured actually. Got 7 on the shot clock here. Under 5 to play. Leonard with a jumper. No good. Wembayama grabbing a rebound. Over to Johnson. Johnson with a jump shot. That's good. And the lead up to 4 again. I believe the largest they led was probably by 6. The largest lead for the Clippers was 9. Oh, no, wait a minute. 7 points was the largest for the Spurs so far in this game. The Clippers had an early 9-point lead in the first quarter. As you see Bogdanovich needs to get that shot off. He does, and that's not going to fall. Barnes will come down with the rebound. Keldon Johnson halfway through past the half-court line over to Fox. Fox. 10 on the shot clock here. Under 4 to play here in the second. This is back over to Barnes. Fox. And Fox, that was a piece of it. And no, Wembayama will get the rebound, gets the offensive rebound. He'll put the shot up, and it's a 12-4 run right now for the Spurs in the last nearly 5.5 minutes, and it'll lead up to 6 again. Leonard coming around, and he'll lose it, and Fox will come up with the theft. Fox going coast to coast with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 8 for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard crossing the half-court line. 3:10 to play in the second. 51-43 Spurs on top. Kawhi Leonard, he'll shoot the 3 from the Intuit Dome logo. No good. Kawhi Leonard with 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. You can tell his injury is bothering him right now. Fox coming around from the free throw line. No good. Collins will come down with a rebound. Kawhi Leonard once again with it. As I said, he has 11 points. Feeds it over to Collins. Collins coming around the layup. That's good. That'll put an end to that run right there, stopping the bleeding for a little bit. Clippers within 6, 2.5 to play here. But Wembanyama with a nice slam dunk. How is that not worthy enough of the AT&T Connect cam? I don't know. Harden will cross the half-court line. Team trailing by 8 here. We have 16 on the shot clock. 2:12 to play here in the second. Leonard, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Give it over to Wembanyama for 3. No good. In fact, actually, I need to take that back. I think the Clippers actually led by as many as 10 in the first quarter. Before, I think it was a 17-0 run. John Collins for 3. Sohan and Jeremy Sohan and Vassell waiting on the bench. I believe that's Beal and Zubats waiting to come back into the game. Over to Fox. Fox will shoot the 3 off the back iron. Wemby will get the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. Going to lead up to 7 again. Under a minute and a half to play. Actually, a minute 20 exactly to play. Jimmy Harden. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. 70 seconds to play. And there. Back over to Barnes. Barnes with the slam dunk. The lead is up to 9. Their largest. Under 60 seconds to play here in the second. 57-48. Spurs on top. Harden feeds it over to Leonard. Leonard, he'll take the shot up. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Over to De'Aaron Fox. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard. As Collins is called for the foul here. He's 3 of 10 shooting. De'Aaron Fox heading back to the line. Shooting 2. The home team has won every game to this point in this first 6 games. Spurs are looking good right now as we're almost at halftime. They're leading by 9. Make that 10, their largest lead of the game here as Sohan and Castle coming back into the game as Johnson and Barnes head to the bench. And let's see, I believe that is Beal and Zubats. Yep. Exactly, Beal and Zubats as Fox will miss the second one there. Zubats will come down with the rebound. Zubats sat out for almost the entire quarter. There's Harden for 3. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Sohan with it. Harden with 11 points in this game. 4 of 14 shooting. 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. So the combo of Harden and Leonard have been held in check so far, but I know most of that, at least for Leonard's part, was because of the injury. That's a miss right there. Bradley Beal coming around. He'll give it to Harden. Harden for 3. No good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half here in Inglewood. The Spurs leading it 58-48. They are 1 half away from being the second 8 seed to advance in this NBA playoffs here. I hope you enjoy watching what you're seeing. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel, as we're going to bring it to the halftime report. All right, third quarter here. 58-48, Spurs on top. Look at De'Aaron Fox highlights here. 21 points for him. as he's had himself a good first half scoring-wise. As I mentioned earlier, the home team has won every game in this series. As there's no need to give you guys any lineup sets to start this third quarter, as the starting five are always out per 2K. Harden shoots the three, no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. I believe that's Vassell with it. Feeds it over to Sohan here. 13 on the shot clock. Fox with it now. Comes inside. He's going to go to the hoop. And no good, but Wembanyama getting the offensive rebound. Castle had it. Sohan with it again. 10 on the shot clock. Sohan dishes it over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the bucket, and the Spurs with their largest lead. It's 60-48. Over to Harden for three. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Back over to Fox. No points in the last 2:43. That's dating back to the end of the second quarter for the clip joint. So we're 1 minute into the third quarter. Wembanyama for a three. No good. Collins grabbing a rebound. The Lakers are awaiting the winner of this game. Now here's the thing. Will the Lakers host games 1 and 2, or will they be here at the Intuit Dome for games 1 and 2? Right now, it looks like they might be hosting. And their Castle with it. Feeds it over to Sohan. Sohan with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 14. The Spurs at 53%. The Clippers shooting 35%. Over to Collins. Back over to Beal. 14-point deficit now. Leonard for three. He got it. That will put it into that. That's 11 for Kawhi Leonard in this first quarter. Or in this game. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 62-51. Sohan feeds it over to Wembanyama. Wemby over to Fox. Fox with the shot up. No good. Harden grabbing a rebound. 21 points for De'Aaron Fox on 8 of 21 shooting. He has one steal in this game. Collins coming around, trying to drive it. He'll put the shot up. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to De'Aaron Fox. Fox. There's a layup. That's good by Stephon Castle. We have a timeout. 9:29 to play in the third. The Spurs leading at 64-51. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout here in Inglewood, 64-51. Spurs on top. 9:29 to play in the third. No lineup changes so far. See Ty Lue, like any concern right now with this team. Harden crossing the half-court line. Over to Leonard, Kawhi Leonard. With it, Leonard will make the shot, no good, or put the shot up, no good. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. Rebounds 35-24 in favor of the Spurs. So we're approaching 3 minutes into the third. Castle for three, no good. The Spurs led by as many as 14. Steve Vassell will get the steal over to Sohan. Back over to Castle. Castle shooting to the three. Good! The lead is now 16, their largest lead of the game. We've had some crazy comebacks here. We had two 20-point leads evaporate, one 19-point lead evaporated. That ended up resulting in the result for the other team winning. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock. Beal puts the shot up. That's no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Over to Sohan. Sohan. There's a three by Fox. That's in there to lead up to... No, that's not Fox. That's Castle. Never mind. He has 16 points for Stephon Castle. 8 of those here already in the third quarter. 3 by Harden. No good. Sohan grabbing a rebound. Crowd getting restless here at the Intuit Dome. Sohan, that is no good. Kawhi Leonard grabbing a rebound. Over to Bradley Beal. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Zubats. Zubats back to Collins. Collins for three. No good. That is tipped. Kawhi Leonard grabbing a rebound back over to Collins. Fishes it over to Beal. Beal will shoot the three. No good. De'Aaron Fox coming down with the board. 70-51. Over to Castle. Castle, no good. And Bradley Beal grabbing a rebound. 7:15 to play in the third. Kawhi Leonard, jumper, good. That's 13 points for Kawhi in 21 minutes of play. Fox. He's holding on to this one right now. We got 12 on the shot clock now. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama will go to the line, shooting two as Zubats call for his first personal foul. First team foul. Oh, man. Wouldn't be ironic if the Spurs end up winning this game after the home team has won the first 6 games. The only road team would be the most important game, by the way. You see points in the paint, 38. 56 points off of assists. That's scoring breakdown. That's how you know you're having a really good night for the Spurs. As Wemby will hit the first one. Wemby. He can shoot those free throws any day. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wemby will sink them both. The lead up to 19. I believe that matches the largest lead of the game. Harden coming around the half-court line. Feeds it over to Collins. Back to Beal now. 13 on the shot clock. Beal over to Leonard. Leonard back over to Beal at the wing. Beal fishes over to Leonard. Leonard for 3. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Again, you're hearing the crowd getting restless here. Castle for 3. No good. Zubats coming down with the rebound. There's a slam dunk right there. John Collins, and the deficit is within 17. This game coming to you from the Intuit Dome. Wembanyama. Got 8 on the shot clock here. 5:50 to play here in the third. There's a shot. That's good. Victor Wembanyama. Lead up to 19, and he has 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. $13 on the shot clock. 5.5 to play in the third. 74-55. Spurs on top. Leonard. That shot is up. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Go over to Jeremy Sohan. Back over to Fox. Over to Castle. Castle for 3. Good! It's a 22-point lead. Fox with the assist. Got 5 minutes to play here in the third. And it's all Spurs since the halfway point of the first quarter. Beal for 3. Good! The lead down to 19. Castle over to the Aaron Fox. Sohan for 3. That's in there, and the lead is up to 22 again. So we have 4.5 to play in the third. Harden crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Zubats. Over to Bradley Beal. Beal. Got 8 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. Beal. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. De'Aaron Fox coming down with the rebound. Fox over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the slam dunk. 16 for him. Lead up to 24. Harden. And no timeout called just yet. 15 on the shot clock. Jimmy Harden coming around. As we see Harden back over to Collins, back over to Beal. Beal for 3, no good. Sohan grabbing a rebound, 3.5 to play in the third. Vassell. Back over to Fox. Fox dishing it over to Castle. Castle with the layup, that is good. Lead up to 26. We look at it here. I'm not sure how accurate it is. 38 of 64 to 22 of 66 now. Oh, the total shots, yeah, from the field. I think those are accurate at this point of the game here. 180 to play in the third. See Bradley Beal feeds it over to Harden. Harden for 3, no good. Wembanyama with the rebound. Over to Devin Vassell. Feeding back over to Fox here. 15 on the shot clock. Dishes over to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama's going to go to the line, shooting to Zubats. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul called against the Clippers. Timeout Spurs. We're going to take one as well. 2:43 to play in the third. Spurs lead it by 26. Looking at the lineup set here. So for the Spurs, we got Fox, Castle, Johnson, Barnes, and Wembanyama. For the Clippers, we have Leonard, Beal, Bogdanovich. Couldn't see the other ones from the scoreboard because it went too fast. As Wemby was team up by 26 already. Make that 27 now. Lopez out on the court as well, so having their way right now. 2:43 to play in the third. 85-58 to lead up to 27 for the Spurs. And some of the players were talking about they packed extra because they anticipated that they're going to stay in LA for a little bit longer than just this game. They're up by 28, and it looks like that they were correct. The Spurs were going to stay overnight anyway. Beal. Over to 5 on the shot clock. Back over to Leonard. Leonard will shoot the 3. No good. Johnson will get the rebound. No points for the Clippers in the last 2:38 and counting. That's a 3-pointer there, and that's in there. Make that a 31-point lead. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Beal for 3. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Over to Castle. Castle's going to go to the line. He's going to shoot an and one opportunity here as Lindy Waters III coming into the game now for De'Aaron Fox, getting him a well-needed breather. Castle moving the point guard, and for the clip joint. And that will be Derek Jones Jr. checking in at small forward. And that's no good. Brook Lopez grabbing a rebound. Chris Dunn into the game now. So Dunn was already into the game. I just couldn't get to him on the lineup set. Bradley Beal still in the game. Feeds it over to Lopez. Lopez with a slam dunk, and that will stop the bleeding temporarily here as we got 90 seconds to play in the third. 91-60. Castle thought about the three-pointer for a second, but thought better of it. Wemby with it. We got 10 on the shot clock. Wembanyama. Bucket is good. 93-60. 105 to play in the third. Beal with it. Coming around. Back over to Bradley Beal. Over to Lopez. Lopez for 3. Good. 93-63. Under a minute to play in the third. Stephon Castle. This is over to Lindy Waters. Back over to Keldon Johnson here. 10 on the shot clock. Ooh, Johnson. Johnson coming around. He has to get that shot up. He will, and he'll make it. Lead up to 32. Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn with it. 15 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich for 3. No good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Waters. Over to Wembanyama. 5 on the shot clock. And that's a good bucket by Wembanyama. 34-point lead, and that will do it at the end of the first quarter. Or end of the third quarter, I should say. Spurs are 12 minutes away from moving on. Staying here in LA, actually, but taking on the Lakers. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment, and hit the like button as well. We'll be back to start the fourth shortly. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here in Inglewood. State Farm assisted the game. That goes to Victor Wembanyama on a Castle slam dunk here. Look at the lineup set here. We got Cornette, Waters the third. I believe that's Harrison Barnes out there. McLaughlin and who else? And that's Keldon Johnson. So that's your 5 to start the fourth quarter. Yep, I got that confirmed. That. So we got Dunn, Harden. Is that Bogdanovich? No, that is. So it's Bogdanovich, Harden, Dunn, Lopez, and then Collins. That's this lineup set for your Clippers here. 36-point lead. 36-point lead for the Spurs. Chris Dunn crossing the half-court line. Harden for 3. No good. Cornette grabbing a rebound here. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. It's been all Spurs since they went on that 17-0 run in the third quarter. In the first quarter. No, actually, I take that back. The Clippers were able to overcome that and were able to take a 2-point lead temporarily in that second quarter. But since then, it's been all Spurs here as Harrison Barnes is going to go to the line shooting 2. Chance to put him in the century mark.
Take a break.
2 shots. 99-63. The Spurs on top. 10:48 to play. And we have Kelly Olynyk coming into the game. This is the first time we saw him in this postseason. And why not? Your team up by 37. Make that 38. 101-63. And as of right now, I'm about 98% sure that the Spurs are going to be staying a few extra days here in LA. Barnes over to Olynyk, and Olynyk is going to go to the line. That's John Collins, his third personal foul, second team foul. Spurs do plan on staying here overnight for what I was told. They're going to stay overnight regardless of the result. But should they win, they'll be switching hotels tomorrow to be closer to the Crypto.com arena in the downtown LA area, as Olynyk will hit the first one. That's his first point of the postseason, 102-63. Lindy Waters is trying not to leave him hanging. Olynyk. That is no good. Cornette will get the offensive rebound, though. Barnes has it. 9 on the shot clock. Over to Lindy Waters. Fish it over to Cornette. And that's stolen by Brooke Lopez. We got Chris Dunn. Fish it over to Bogdanovich for 3. No good. Lindy Waters the third coming out with a rebound. Harry Barnes with it. So we got 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. Waters for 3. No good. Cornette will get the offensive rebound. Back over to Cornette. Olynyk at it, but back to Cornette. And Olynyk, I think, will get the assist there. It's a 41-point lead for the Spurs. Very quiet Intuit Dome right now. Collins coming around with the slam dunk. That's 11 points for John Collins. Over to Cornette. Back over to Waters. Waters with the bucket, and the lead is up to 41 again. Luke Cornette. 15 on the shot clock. James Harden. Shooting 3. No good. Kelly Olynyk grabbing the rebound. Johnson. Feeds it over to Olynyk. Olynyk with the shot up. That's no good. Collins grabbing the rebound. James Harden. Olynyk only 1 point in this game. That was a free throw. He's looking for his first made shot from the field. Bogdanovich coming around with the slam dunk. And a lead down to 39. Clippers 26 of 79. The Spurs 43 of 75. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson coming around. Harden, no good. Collins coming around with the slam dunk. 37-point lead. Chris Dunn will get the assist here. Waters. Lindy Waters coming around the layup. That is good. And a lead back up to 39 for the Spurs here. Under 8 minutes to play in the fourth. The team with the best record in the league, they're about to fall to the wayside. Bogdanovich for three. That's good. Clippers within 36. Lindy Waters, 15 on the shot clock over to Luke Cornett. Johnson with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 38. I believe it was 41 at one point. Bogdanovich holding on to this one right now, 15 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich over to Lopez. Lopez for the shot. That's off the back iron. Cornett grabbing the rebound. Harrison Barnes. And he's fouled as Bogdanovich will send him to the line. That's the 13th foul called against the Clippers already here. As we're over 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, Harrison Barnes getting ready to shoot 2 free throws. 110-72.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And I don't know. I'm a loss of words right now. I thought this would be a very competitive Game 7 here. Did not expect to see any team getting blown out in this game, especially here at home. As let's see here, some bench players coming into the game now. Let's look at it. We got Carter, Beal, Leonard, Jones Jr. Jevin Carter, I believe, is the first time I think I called him coming into a game. Barnes. That's good. 40-point lead. He sinks them both. 112-72. Zubac with the slam dunk. Waters the third. Feeds it over to Barnes. Barnes will shoot the three. No good. Zubac grabbing a rebound. Bradley Beal. Feeds it over to Carter. Back over to Jones Jr. He'll shoot the three. No good. Waters the third with it. Featuring it over to Johnson. Johnson steps out of bounds. Clippers ball. 6:18 to play here in the fourth. 38-point lead for the Spurs. Carter with it. Got 15 on the shot clock. Give it over to Kawhi Leonard. He's back in the game. So is Beal. Zubac will go to the line. Shooting an and one opportunities. Cornett called for his second personal foul. First team foul. As we're over the halfway point of the third quarter here. Kawhi Leonard checking into the game. Or no, James Harden checking into the game for Carter. So Jevin Carter actually got some playing time in this game. Usually one of the players that I've read for do not play for most of the season. 3-point play completed here. Clippers within 35 here. 5:55 to play in the fourth. 5:50 now for the Spurs for having an extended stay in the Los Angeles area. Jones Jr. with the rebound. Finding over to Kawhi Leonard crossing the half-court line. Leonard, there's the jump shot. That's no good. Zubac getting the offensive rebound. No good. Cornett grabbing the rebound. Harrison Barnes feeding it over to Keldon Johnson. Back over to Waters. Waters for three. No good. Leonard grabbing a rebound. Over to Harden, and Harden's going to go to the line, shooting an and one opportunity as Olynyk called for his first personal foul, second team foul. Clippers within 33. And we got substitutions here as Champagnie coming into the game for the Spurs. And for the Clippers, we have Collins checking back into the game. Okay. Wonder if Ty Lue thinks of something. That shot is good. It's 32 now. The Clippers are trying to make this a little more respectable. Barnes, he'll shoot the three. No good. Harden with the rebound. Chance to get it to within 30. We got 10 on the shot clock. Collins. Over to Harden. Harden for three. No good. Olynyk with the rebound. Barnes with the shot. That is no good. Collins grabbing the rebound. 4.5 to play here in the fourth. 112 to 80. And there, Beal for three. No good. Olynyk grabbing a rebound. And over to Harrison Barnes. Barnes coming around with a slam dunk. Lead up to 34. Four minutes to play in the fourth. Get it over to Leonard. Over to Harden. Harden for three. He got it. 31-point game. Julian Champagnie has it. Over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson to Olynyk. Olynyk for three. Got it. Lead up to 34 again. 3.5 to play in the fourth. Jimmy Harden holding on to it right now as he's coming through the half-court line here. 13 on the shot clock. Back over to Bradley Beal. Beal, jumper. No good. Olynyk with the rebound. Keldon Johnson to Champagnie. Champagnie coming around. Over to Olynyk. Back over to Barnes. 3.5 to shoot. Barnes, he'll get the jumper. No good off the front low rim. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound here, crossing the half-court line. That shot is up. That is good, I should say. What am I talking about here? 117 to 86. Still a 31-point lead for the Spurs. Champagnie over to Barnes. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson will shoot the three. Good. 34-point lead once again. As I said, the Spurs led by as many as 41. Kawhi Leonard, jumper. No good. Keldon Johnson grabbing a rebound. Final 2 minutes of the series. Cornette with the slam dunk. Lead up to 36. 12 points for Luke Cornette. 10 of those in the paint. Harden will shoot the three. No good. Olynyk will grab the rebound. I'm glad to see that Kelly Olynyk has got a lot of playing time in this last few minutes of the game. In some mop-up roll. Back over to Olynyk. Feeds it over to Champagnie. Champagnie. 5 on the shot clock. He'll feed it to Olynyk. Olynyk with the bucket. That's in there. And the lead is up to 38 again. Under 90 seconds to play here in the fourth. Bradley Beal. Fishes it over to Chris, back over to Leonard. Leonard for three. No good. Cornette grabbing the rebound. Johnson has it. Champagnie. Fishes it over to Cornette. Cornette with the layup. The lead up to 40 again. 51-90 for the Spurs. 33-96 for the Clippers shooting as we're down to the final 60 seconds here in the fourth. Beal coming around. That's good. Could be his final points of the season. It is the final 45 seconds of this Clipper season, at least in the season playthrough. Olynyk with the bucket. Lead up to 40 again. Gotta tell you, Kelly Olynyk got some minutes, and he's getting some buckets right now. I think he's at 5 points now, so he got himself some statistics in this postseason. And Harden Feeds it over to Leonard for three. No good. Johnson grabbing the rebound. Shot clock's still on. Barnes will get the slam dunk. Shot clock turned off to lead up to 42. What a beatdown. The first 6 games, the home team won every game of the series. And the one time we don't see the home team win in the series, as you see the bucket there, we see the away team, the 8 seed over a 1 seed nonetheless, come away with a 40-point victory. The San Antonio Spurs, keep yourselves in Los Angeles. You're going to be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference semifinals. Games 1 and 2 of that series will be in at Crypto.com Arena. The final score, the Spurs 130, the Clippers 90. Look at that stunned crowd here at Intuit Dome. As Victor Wembanyama will get the player of the game. We'll be back with the post-game player statistics coming up soon. It is now time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. And for the final time in my season playthrough, we will see the Los Angeles Clippers on this mode. As we see James Harden with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Bradley Beal, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Kawhi Leonard with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. John Collins, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Bojan Bogdanovic with 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Brook Lopez, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal, and a block. Ivica Zubac, 5 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Chris Dunn with 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Derek Jones Jr. had 2 rebounds and an assist in 8 minutes of play. Jevin Carter had 1 assist in only 1 minute of play. Then we have Julian Phillips, Kobe Brown, Yannick Niederhauser, and Cam Christie did not play for the Clippers. We will not see any of these names for the rest of this season. And now for the victorious San Antonio Spurs, who pulled off the 1-8 upset. Both the 1 seeds and both the East and the West have gone down. Let's look at it here. Wembanyama, 25 points, 19 rebounds, 1 assist and a block. Stephon Castle, 23 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Followed by De'Aaron Fox, a double-double with 21 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, a steal, and a block. Then we got Luke Cornett off the bench, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, so a double-double. 3 players with double-doubles for the Spurs in this game. Harrison Barnes, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Keldon Johnson, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, very much shy of a triple-double. Kelly Olynyk, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Jeremy Sohan, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, followed by Lindy Waters with 7 points of his own with 3 rebounds and an assist. Devin Vassell, 4 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and a steal. Julian Champagnie had 2 assists in 6 minutes of play. Jordan McLaughlin only went 0 for 1. Other than that, he had no other valuable stats in 4 minutes of play. Carter Bryant is the only player who did not play for the Spurs. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics for the first round of my season playthrough. All right, there is a bracket set up here. Let's look at the conference semifinals here, starting off in the Western Conference here. We got the 8th-seeded San Antonio Spurs taking on the 5th-seeded Los Angeles Lakers. The number 2 seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder, will take on the 3rd-seeded Houston Rockets in the other Western Conference semifinals. And let's see here. For the Eastern Conference semifinals, we have the 8th-seeded Detroit Pistons against the 4th-seeded Milwaukee Bucks, followed by the number 2 seed Atlanta Hawks and the 6th-seeded Orlando Magic. We'll look on my, in a couple of days from now, look on my community tab. I will let you know exactly the order of the games that will be coming out. As again, I'm going to be trying to do as many double headers as I can because I do want to get at least through this quarterfinals before the real life second round comes to an end. So it'll be determined. You'll find out exactly the times and the dates that each match will be out, at least for the game 1 part. And that's enough of me yakking. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to comment on this video. And if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As well as if you want to donate to my Cash App, that is very much appreciated. You don't have to, but it is appreciated if you are able to donate, even if it's just like a couple of bucks. So the link in it will be in the description down below, as well as my for my X and Instagram, where you can find me on social media. And with that, I want to remind everybody, we are done with the first round here. The final score, the San Antonio Spurs blast the Los Angeles Clippers 130-90, making sure both the number one seeds in these NBA playoffs in my season playthrough are eliminated in 7 games. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am officially signing off. We'll see you guys in the second round.